Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. I was able to push him off there. How's everyone doing? Doing alright, just really tired tonight. How are you, Paladin? Thank you again for the gift subs. Very much appreciated, as you know. I'm so worried he was gonna be stuck there forever. To reload. It would not have surprised me at all. I'm here. Hello? Alright, I'll try and reload. I mean, I'm not missing anything, right? Go to his main camp. Why isn't he moving? Do I need to just go down here? Will that trigger him? I guess we'll find out.
It's this way.
Okay. So that ended up triggering him. Weird. So time? Very tired. Sorry, Friday. Days
This
sleeping.
is our main camp. This is where you will find our Mal.
Yeah, usually I work
I
up
hope I
stream
am
time
not
just
wrong
going to
to
sleep.
lead you here, and that you are not a traitor.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
The rebel camp.
Who are you and what are you doing here at
Who
night?
is your daddy
My
and
name
what
is
does he do?
Desardet. I'm the legate of the
Kindergarten
merchant
conference.
congregation. I came to talk to you about the abductions
Stand
and
by
your
that.
forthcoming attack.
And how did you find our camp?
I convinced one of your men to bring me.
Please, Mal. Explain to him what you know. He can help us free our brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sinol Manawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and took them with them. We never saw them again. They were either crazy or so injured that even our best Donegad couldn't do anything. So we counterattacked and captured some of their soldiers. And we learned that they were taking our people to a place they call a laboratory. It is there that they torture and kill them. They talked about experiments.
Experiments? So that was the reason for all these abductions. But what do they hope to discover?
They must be hoping to find a cure for the Malachor. But I can't believe they were willing to torture for it, not to mention start a war.
We found the laboratory, but it is heavily
Either the
guarded.
governor of the
So we are
leader of
preparing
the Bridge
for
Alliance is
war.
either lying to us
Do you understand
or
now?
somehow oblivious to all this.
And if what you tell me is true, we must put an end to it.
Alert! The lions
Probable.
are attacking!
Traitor! It was you who led them to us!
No, I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was never a question of attacking you.
Then prove it! Fight with us!
Yeah, I'm gonna help them. They're being rounded up and put in a laboratory and tortured, experimented on. There's literally a signpost in Hikmet that says Dr. Seeley's secret lab. I didn't notice that. That's funny. To less, it kind of reminds me of like, God, which part was it? In Mass Effect. So we had subtitles on, right? And we're in on Mass Effect. We go to this part, and this guy's like, "I'm not him. You got the wrong person." And the one on our team, we asked him, we're like, "Are you sure this is the guy? Is there any way to be absolutely certain?" He's like, "Well, I'm not certain. I've never seen him, but I think this is probably him." But because the subtitles have the actual name and not alleged or something like that, it's really his name. I was like, well, I know what to choose because I know he really is the bad guy. A sign for his secret lab. Not so secret. Let's help the rebels.
The Alliance betrayed me as much as you. I owe them nothing.
Oh, Afra. Did not like that. Probably because she's part of the Bridge Alliance. She's standing right beside me and I'm like, yeah.
Founde dara grimmederem dam.
Wow. These Bridge Alliance guys go down quick. That can't be misconstrued in any way. Wait, was that the whole attack? How were they able to get in here and actually do damage? Surely that's not the whole attack. No, here we go. Whoops. I don't even think they need me.
Founde dara grimmederem dam.
Toothbrush, so good. Mass Effect
You
is so
have
awesome.
fought bravely, and your
one of those
word
games,
is
like-
true on Armanawi.
The Alliance is the
People
ally.
always ask, like, if you can go back and not remember
Taking your
anything about a
side
game at
was not
all,
a decision I
play
made
it again for the
lightly,
first time, which one
but
would you
Governor
play?
Burren
Mass
used
Effect
and
series has to be
betrayed
way
us.
up there for me.
And he will answer for it. Please, wait before you attack. I will do everything to dismantle this laboratory and release your people.
I trust you, so we will wait, but don't take too long. Qua awalem seg on Armanawi.
Goodbye.
Alright, see what the Governor of Hickmet says. She was reported to have stated previously. Where's our... Okay, camp's just right up there. Thought maybe there was a travel stone. Most villages have the travel stone. And there's the loot down here. What was that? Elegant something gloves. Let's see. Grenadier. Some magic. Res. Chance of recycling increased. Play it for the first time. Gives that sort of feeling. Yeah, that's what I try to explain to people when they're we're doing like blind playthroughs and stuff, you know? Like that's why I like seeing blind playthroughs. It's vicariously experiencing stuff for the first time, so to say. I know it frustrates some people. That's why I never understood why some people will come into like a blind, you know, backseat playthrough thing and they're like, why aren't you playing this way? It's much better to play this way. It's like, such a good series. Still can't believe that everyone survived on that part. The end of 2. It's like a secret behind the scenes mathematical equation to see who lives and who dies. And I just happen to choose all the exact right stuff. The very first time. I would play Last of Us. Still play most of the Fear stuff. Not know. Beat the first one. Did play all that second one. I think Greedfall overall, it's not a great game, Paladin. It's just okay. It's not worth the price tag at the moment. They needed a lot. They needed more time. It's what I've mainly been telling people Paladin is it seems like every aspect of the game is just shy of being good. It's an okay game, and because of that, I think it's a little bit overpriced at the moment. But yeah, if they had it has the skeleton to be a great game. They just needed maybe like another 3 or 6 or 9 months on it or something. But, which is unfortunate. It has some moments. It has its moments, but overall it's just not great. Watch top tier gameplay, learn new stuff. Shows you other streams to go to. Yeah, I mean, especially like with a game that's as old as a lot of things we play on Monday nights, like Mass Effect. And it's, I mean, we haven't had it happen often, but we've had some people come in and try to explain how we should stream things. Remember that? A few months ago, someone was like, you should not stream things blindly and without backseating. That's the whole point of Twitch, is to have people help you play the game. It was like,
Lord Desade.
sorry, warrior.
Enough with the formalities, Excellency. You owe me an
I
explanation.
started as warrior.
Did you order your troops to attack while I was negotiating under a white flag?
I assure you that I have no idea what you are talking about. I would never have placed your life in harm's way. The alliance with the congregation is crucial, and you know it. Your suspicions are unfounded. I'm sorry. It is now clear that decisions are being made without my consent. I'm going.
You mock me, Excellency. I can't believe this matter slipped your vigilance. Everything the Danea Exregao have told me has proven true. Your men attacked and carried off natives. I witnessed it. According to what I've been told, they are taken to a place where experiments are carried out.
Not very long ago, we had someone come in.
It is true
well,
that I
it's
knew
been a
of the
while.
existence of this laboratory. The place is dedicated to research on the Malachor.
We were playing Darkest Dungeon a while back, doing that World First Challenge, and we had someone stop in and was like,
I was not aware that natives
telling
were
me
being
I shouldn't be
taken
talking to the chat.
Allow me to doubt your sincerity, Excellency. I intend to pay the place a visit and see for myself what
People come here to watch the gameplay only. Stop talking to chat so much. I was like, you can freaking go to YouTube then.
Certainly his legend precedes him. He is the master of your friend, the Professor Afra.
He was indeed my master, and his methods are at times questionable. But I cannot believe. Let's go and see Desade. I would like to hear what he has to say. There must be an explanation.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Oh, we just got a whole set of gear deposited. Always know best. Pikachu shock face every time we tell him. Yeah, I know. 9% sure that the purpose of streaming. Share the love of the game. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there are so many people that stream, right? Like, you can find a stream that matches with what you like to watch and what kind of community you want to be involved with. There are people that just play their game and don't talk to chat at all, and that's fine. You know, their house and their rules kind of thing. But the problem is when people come into a stream and they are telling you how to run it or how you should have your stream be. There's absolutely streams out there for any kind of viewer, so it makes no sense to me why stopping into a stream and complaining about how that stream is ran. One person, it's like, can you change the entire stream to be how I want it to be?
I have to go.
No, I'm
Look
alright.
forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my
Thank you,
lord.
Paladin. This is the only one you sub to? Really, Paladin? That is awesome. Thank you, Paladin. So other people watching seem to disagree with the dude. Yeah, I know. Is that like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, you know? Things like that would have bothered me a lot when I was like a teenager. I know it's hard to believe, but I was easily angered back in like late teens, early 20. Like if I was playing something like Brood War or something and someone had said something I disagreed with like that, I would have got really upset. It doesn't bother me. I can tell them they can go somewhere else. There's only been a couple times on the stream that someone actually annoyed me enough. I was starting to get angry with them. Watch on Twitch just to see what the game is like. If it looks cool and get yourself a try. Yeah. That's actually how. The reason I started watching streams was twofold. One, I wanted to watch StarCraft 2. I was streaming a little bit, but I wanted to watch StarCraft games, StarCraft 2. And second, to see almost like a live review of the game, right? To see if I wanted to buy it, see how it plays. Absolutely. Doing, hope you didn't reach your daughter. Yeah.
Halt! No
That's
one
one of 'em.
enters!
You speak to the legate of the merchant congregation, soldier.
You Finn.
I have been sent by Governor Buren. I have to talk to Dr. Asili.
I don't take orders from the governor, nor
Do
the
stuff.
congregation.
Oh god, the stupid toque thing. What the crap, man?
You know I'm not afraid to fight, but I worry about the prisoners. Perhaps there's another way in.
Love burrito. Burrito. Love burrito. Thank you for the follow.
Our community grows.
Demonic Inferno. Thank you for the follow also. Yeah, thanks R squared. It was you? No, it wasn't. think I'm gonna force my way in here. I don't like how these people are acting. Start watching streams. Justin TV, yeah, that's where I started streaming at. StarCraft 2 Alpha and Beta on Justin TV.
Sorry, soldier, but I'm coming in, whether you like it or not. To arms!
Goodbye Forever guy. Yeah, that was one of, well, that was the second Goodbye Forever guy, but yeah. And I did get annoyed once. I know I shouldn't have, but I got annoyed once when we were playing Sekiro also. So we're playing Sekiro. The game's been out. It's my first night playing it. The game's been out less than a full day, less than 24 hours. And someone comes in and is like, God, this guy's terrible at this game. I was like, I was on like the first mini boss of the game for the first time. And they started talking about how I should know how to do this and that. And it's like, and they were about to start going through like mechanics and stuff. And I was like, nope, let's just time that out. You suck at this game. It's like, what? 2 Goodbye Forevers? Yeah, the first one I think I told most people about is when we were too big. So when the Twitch played Pokemon. Minecraft. A beast. Oh, my character.
Horrible place.
The 2 Goodbye Forevers, for anyone that doesn't know.
From the sun to better torture my people.
There must be other guards. Be careful.
Yeah, for sure, Paladin. I did. The 2 Goodbye Forever things, if anyone wants to know. First, a long time ago, when we were in single digits and I was streaming predominantly Grim Dawn back then, there was someone, a regular here, I won't tell you who it is, or who it was, but there was a regular here that was here every night.
They've been reduced to
Conversated with people. He's one of the most active people in chat.
Devastated.
And then
So many of us must have
switched over to Darkest Dungeon. And they loved Darkest Dungeon. They were one of the ones that were still always here. And chatting and stuff, just like in Grim Dawn. And the stream gained a little bit of popularity. Not like big numbers, right? And then we had a host for like 80 people. And so then some of those people came back. And then we started averaging about 18 to 20 people instead of like 8 or 9, right? And so they never said anything to me, I mean, well, until this. But anyway, I got up one day and checked like Discord, and I had a message from this guy that said something like, "Hey Adam, your channel has become far too big." So, and it wasn't like I ignored them in chat or anything, but I'm trying to remember exactly what it said, but it was like, "Your channel is way too big for me, so this is goodbye forever." And I didn't mind, you know, but the thing about it is, not only did they say the channel at 20 viewers was way too big for them, they blocked me on everything. They removed me, they unfollowed the channel, they left the Discord, they blocked me on Discord, they blocked me on Twitch, they unfriended me on Twitch, and I was like, okay, I thought we were friends, right? And it was like, your channel is too big for me, goodbye forever. Literally, the message ended with goodbye forever. So it became kind of like a channel meme thing. It didn't bother me, but it was just odd how it went down. I do not know which one of you oafs broke the mechanism that leads to the tunnels, but the cost of replacement will be taken out of his pay. The doctor was furious. He had to order a replacement part. Even though he probably had received it by now, I hope that once it is replaced, you'll be more careful. These mechanisms are fragile. Too mainstream with 20 people. The Perry guy. We've had a couple people come in and kind of spoil things a little bit, unfortunately.
Watch out! Grenade!
Whoa, he shot me through the friggin' wall. I don't know why that always surprises me. The second one that happened was someone had been a subscriber and been in the channel for a long time. I think they were like a 10-month sub or something. And they came in one night, and I was having a bad day. I told people, like, I mean, that's no excuse either way. But I was having a really bad day. I was upset about some things, and we were playing Dragon Age, I think it was. And I was reading a codex in Dragon Age, and the person was like, when I read it, they were like, it's like, wow. I sure hope Adam doesn't try to read to his daughter at bedtime. And I forget the whole sentence. R squared or someone that replied to them might remember it better. But they were basically saying like, Nano has a terrible voice and is bad at reading. I sure hope for his daughter's sake that he's not doing the bedtime reading. I was like, that's kind of a jerk thing to say. Like, I didn't even go off on him. I was like, and then they started backpedaling. I was like, I was just completely kidding. And they were like, well, this is my favorite stream, but you guys are in the wrong and I'm not, so goodbye forever. They've never been back. Never been back. Why can I parry bullets? Why is that a thing in this game? If parry wasn't already too powerful. Chaffley, try to keep others away so you can claim it as their own. Streamer. Yeah, I've run into that too. And then there was the Took one before that, right? What the crap was up with that? Like, I still don't understand. So it was winter and it was cold. I didn't want to turn the heat up, and so I was wearing a beanie, right? So when I was a kid, we called it a toboggan. Don't know why. I was wearing a beanie, and the person came in and said it was called a, like, I was just conversating, and they were like, it's called a toque. And so I started the conversation of freaking Nat, what the crap, of how it was called something different. And I was like, I've never heard it called that at all. You know, it's a regional difference and all this. And I thought we were just having a conversation. This is another person that had been in the channel a long time. I thought we were just conversating. And then suddenly, after a little bit of silence, the person was like, they called me a jerk, and they were cursing at me and stuff, and they were like, I won't be back here. After being here and subscribed for like 6 or 7 months, I don't know. And all I was trying to say was, you know, these hats are called different things in different places. I wasn't denying that it was called a toque. Jerk face thing to say. Just kidding. Gotta take responsibility. Yeah, exactly. It's a woolly hat. Toboggan is sled, yeah. So when I was a kid, that kind of hat was called a toboggan, or boggin for short. And then most everywhere else I've ever been calls it a beanie. But he was very adamant. He was like, that's not a beanie, that's a toque. And I was like, well, it's a beanie to me. And he was like, well, you friggin' jerk. I was like, it didn't make sense. It was so like, I was so shocked by it. I wasn't even sure what to say at first. So I was like, maybe their family is like, they have some vested interest in the word toque. Like, his family runs predominant beanie manufacturer in Canada or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, people even over Dream Daddy. We had a lot of people. That one was ridiculous too. It's called a toque in RimWorld, yeah. Southwest PA, it's called a snooki. Really, I've never heard that one. So, before we were partnered, Clint, who's still a regular here. Whoa, I didn't parry that one. Clint, who's still a regular here, was like, if you get partnership, because I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think I was ever going to get partnered. It was like, you got to play Dream Daddy. I was like, fine, you know what? I'll try Rakes' onion sandwich, and I'll play Dream Daddy if we get to partnership with Twitch. Be careful what you say. So it came, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to play it. Screw it. And you know what? I don't really want to play it, but I'm going to give it 100%. Whatever I'm going to play, I'm going to play it through, and I'm going to give it its fair chance. So I play Dream Daddy, which is a gay dad dating simulator. I know, one of the best streams I've ever done, and I understand that that's not for everyone, and not everyone wants to watch it. However, I got whispers after the first night. I was only going to play it one stream. We didn't finish the game in one stream, but I was still only planning on playing it one stream. I got whispers after the first night, including anonymous things, telling me I better not play that game again. And they were like, I don't want to see any of this gay stuff on your channel. It's like, if you play that again, I will never be back no matter what you play. And I was like, well, you know, friggin' what? I'm gonna play it a second night then. So I played it a second night, and we did all the dates, and we beat the game. But yeah, I had multiple people telling me, I will never be back for Darkest Dungeon or anything if you play that game again. So, oh well. Ever do a drink game stream? I don't really drink, so probably not. Aussie couple play it? The weird accents? Oh, I did weird accents. It's recorded. We were gonna put it on YouTube. This is way back. This is in like 720p and stuff too. But yeah, it's all saved. It's all saved.
I don't have the key.
Oh, I could just use lockpicking though. Do I have level 3 lockpicking now? Yeah, screw the key. Yeah, you know, I even replied to one of them and I was like, all right, that's fine. Maybe you're not the kind of person I wanted to stream anyway. So, dude, interested in watching you? Have regulars? No, they were regulars. Yeah, some of them were subscribers. I literally had some people saying like, I will unsubscribe. I will never watch your stream again, and you will never get my subscription again if you play that game where you play as gay dad or whatever. And I was like, well, don't want you there anyway. So it was so much fun though, honestly. I didn't know what to expect, but it was such a fun thing to play. Like I said, I gave it 100%. I did accents. we thought out all the answers. We did all the dates. And the VOD is saved. I need to get it on YouTube at some point. So much. Started coughing. You're laughing so much. Did you play Tim? I think it was Hugo thing. It's so bad, that stupid Hugo thing. Friggin' middle schoolers around. But anyway, the channel hasn't had very many instances of negative things like that, right? And part of that is because when something like that happens, we, you know, police it. And I don't mean that from just a like ban standpoint, right? We haven't had to ban many people. It's like our Scarab was saying, when someone was being a jerk in chat, people called them out for it. And we joke around, obviously, you know, like, tease each other and joke around like friends do, but that's what that one person was trying to say they were doing. Oh, I was saying that I sure hope you're not the one that breeds to your daughter, because God, feel sorry for her. Just kidding. Like, that's not a joke. Oh yeah, no, not at all. It's not very sexualized at all, Marcy. There's very little of that. What's the command for which one? I think it won't work. For the Hugo, it's just exclamation Hugo, and then I think exclamation Daddy may be one, or Datum, one of those two. Oh, no need for bans? Yeah, that's true. Or maybe even more impressive, we've had some people that tried to troll and are now like regulars to the stream. We've converted them. That feels even better.
You are on Olmenawi.
Oh crap, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's what they did, Finn.
Yes,
instead of apologizing.
And to find out what's going on.
They stood their ground and was like, no, it's just a joke.
We are locked up. They make us drink horrible things.
Done, why?
We're starving. They hit us. They take our blood. They cut us up. They tell us we will die to save the Renaikse from a horrible disease. But I pray that the wicked birds catch it and die. Please get us out of here.
I will do my best. Don't worry.
Which clip is that,
the one
Raider?
who did this to know fear and suffering.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
Dunwise been immortalized by Wayne, yeah. God, I can't wait till Darkest Dungeon 2. I really feel like... I doubt they're gonna make the game in a way that I think it doesn't do it justice. I mean, Red Hook seems like they really love Darkest Dungeon, right? They seem like good developers. They're not gonna do like this and put it out before it's ready. So I can't wait for Darkest Dungeon 2, both from a gameplay perspective. So I really feel like it's gonna be really good for the stream. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Cade, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Cade. Oh, me dancing at the beginning of Dream Daddy. And hey, who knows? Maybe Wayne June will be back by.
Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
If they leave through the city, Hikmet guards will arrest them.
Too is catchy,
So
yeah,
we
man.
have to find another way to get them out.
I remember before the stream for Dream Daddy, when my wife and I were sitting here, like, well, downstairs where I used to stream from. Why do I keep getting turned around? We were getting ready for the stream, and it was on that screen. I was like, even before it came up, it just keeps playing that song over and over. And I was like, this is good. Put this on my friggin' playlist. Go down the road with the windows open, Dream Daddy theme playing. It's like in your chat. I know. That's so crazy. I still can't believe you guys did that. Thank you again, stuff, for organizing that, orchestrating it, whatever you want to call it. That's one of the, like, it's crazy. Like, that's one of the, like, it's like one of the nicest things that I've ever had happen to me. Not on the stream, but like in life. Like, it was so crazy. Ground floor. Do I do this one first? A real game, or a game, yeah. Dream Daddy 2, if it comes out, absolutely. Release night. Club music from Yakuza 0 has been great in your brain too. I kind of want to go this way first, but I need to get them out. Yeah, I'm just gonna go the marked path first. Oh yeah, R-squared, absolutely. This has been a terrible year. I don't talk about it much on stream in specifics, but I had a really rough year. So, no worries, R-squared.
Watch out! Grenade!
But it's still crazy to me to think that Wayne June was here lurking, and because we were playing Darkest Dungeon at the time, we also had those Wayne June songs, right? So I would say, like, hit it again, Wayne, when someone does a donation. It's so crazy. I'm sure he heard some of that. I mean, obviously he heard it. He did the whole Cletus thing, and I was like, ooh, what? Man, they didn't get to contribute. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, thank you guys. Channel as well. Come here, laugh, cry, and see you fail. That's the truth. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have told me they use the stream to try to
join us or die.
Either talk about stuff or try to forget stuff, you know, as a distraction. So that's what I try to tell myself on those days. And I've missed some stream days because I just wasn't feeling, you know, well enough to do the stream. But I try to tell myself on days when I don't want to do the stream, it's like, you know what? I need to try to be there as often as I can for, like, that one night someone needs to go to the stream. Forget about something or talk about something. Like, I don't want someone to come here one night eating something like that and the stream not being here. And the stream is kind of that way for me too, right? Like, a lot of times when things are bad or crazy, like, come here and play some God of War and not think about things for a little while.
I'm wounded! I need healing!
Level 30. Rob, thank you for the gift sub to Zavi. Thank you, Rob. Rob, thank you for the gift sub. Love it, sandwiches to Rob. How you doing, Zav? Grats, lurker. Thank you, Rob. Before no non-subs were talking. I'm glad I hit someone that was around to see it hit him. Do a stream like that? You always feel lost on Sunday night, no exaggeration. I used to stream every night of the week, but I had to stop. I need that night to do stuff with my daughter and my wife, you know. But I thought about starting to do the reruns and stuff again for those that, because when we were doing the reruns on those nights, people still came and hung out in the chat if they needed to, you know, talked and chat and stuff. So I could set those up very easily again. The right video on Sundays, yeah. Bounty reruns, no. And in fact, the reason why I stopped doing reruns, it's stupid. And I talked to Twitch about it when we had the, so the Twitch bounty people we had a one-on-one conversation, like a phone call.
These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago.
They asked me for my opinion on some things.
They could not survive
if I
this
had any
mutilation.
ideas.
And they were student. They were cut.
Reruns count against your average viewer count.
May the volcano engulf those.
The bounties that you're offered and the price that they pay you for them, that they're offered to you originally, are based on your average viewer count over the last like 3 or 4 weeks rolling. So if you do reruns and only 40 people watch a rerun compared to like 200 average stream the rest of the week, it pulls your average down and you're then offered less bounties and less payout for bounties. So you're actually punished for doing reruns if you are active on the bounty board. So I'm trying to see if there's any way around it, and I've sent them an email, but who knows, we'll hear back. Hey, Eggplant. See comms episodes where everyone gets locked in the basement. I know, Eggplant. I was actually talking about that the other day, where every show used to have that. It just happened on my rewatch of Stargate, where they're like, they always try to have a clever way of disguising it. On Stargate SG-1, they were being investigated by the government, right? So the government came in, they're like, what about that time you guys did this? And it would play scenes from that video, or that episode. That is stupid, yeah. I don't think reruns should count towards viewer count at all. These documents contain hundreds of short but precise notes that describe without any emotion the torture and the experiments inflicted upon the native and not captives. A few pages are even illustrated with sketches indicating which body parts were amputated on some of the living subjects to test their resistances, and sectional drawings of the dissected parts of the subjects. Yeah, those flashback episodes. All shows used to have those, man.
This note carefully describes the sequence of the experiments. There are even sketches. It's hard not to feel sick. This is proof of all the horrors committed here.
Devastating kick. Kick is slightly damages armor. We're not even using these, but like I said, we might try out swords, or at least we'll have the option there to equip a sword if we find a really good one.
Asili has locked himself in his office.
He will not escape us. We must find the key.
Must find the key. It's gonna be downstairs somewhere. It's definitely not in here. All right. Wouldn't he have the key? Like, wait a second. He locked himself in his office, but he left the key to his office outside of it? Also, we can't pick that lock. We don't even have the option. Dragon Age ending. How'd you like the game in the end? I think I would have liked Dragon Age a little bit more had I played it when it was a newer game. I thought Dragon Age was a good game. The ending that I had happen, I had a lot of bad things happen in my ending. So a lot of bad things ended up happening. So, I didn't really intend for those things to happen that way. But I like Dragon Age overall. I don't think it's in one of my top favorite games of all time. Some of the things in it have aged kind of poorly, even though it's still a good game. The story is really good. Combat I felt was a little bit kind of but yeah, overall Dragon Age is a good game, mainly based off its story. But the thing about it was I was comparing it a lot to, which is a very different game, but I was comparing it a lot to like Mass Effect, right? Because Mass Effect is also, even though it's sci-fi and it's a shooter, combat-wise, at its heart, it's still a character-based story game, right? Oh, this is the freaking room I already went to. Why do I keep going here? Yeah, I like Dragon Age overall. Just not one of my all-time favorites, which is what...
Afra? What a surprise to
people
see
were
you
expecting
here.
me to-
You finally came to your senses.
Master, it's not...
Who is this person?
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity.
Right there, Nazi.
Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires sacrifice.
I remember it's like Knights of the Old Republic. What big mechanic am I hoping for Darkest Dungeon 2? It's hard to say, but a couple things that I've been thinking about is like I think that the characters should be more individualized. So whether it's through like XCOM 2, how they did like bonds, you know, on War of the Chosen, where if you take some characters into dungeons together, they grow a bond. And then if one of those characters dies, then it's even worse off. Maybe the other character goes missing or leaves or something. So some kind of way outside of just a color palette to make characters a little bit more individualized would be pretty cool, I think, in Darkest Dungeon 2. And it would add to the strategy level of it too. And the second thing is I'd kind of like them to go a little bit of a route with like how Slay the Spire and their abilities and stuff has like weekly or monthly challenges with leaderboards and stuff. I think that would be really cool and be a way, like even if we stop playing Darkest Dungeon 2, we can still go in once a week and be like, all right, tonight we're going to work on the challenge for this week, sort of thing. And then they can have things like where you wouldn't need a mod or you wouldn't need to snuff out the torch. Like this week, the challenge is, you know, who can kill the first boss in the game, and torches and lights are unavailable on, you know, game-wise, and no mods or something, you know? I think those would be pretty cool. Like challenge modes with, even if it doesn't have a leaderboard, just challenge modes would be pretty cool. And yeah, the individualization of some of the characters so that your Crusaders are different from each other a little bit more than just having a different quirk, if that makes sense.
What did you hope to find from all these experiments?
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check if these savages were sensitive to it. And I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize the implications of this discovery? So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure in order to send it to the people on the continent. But I doubt that you will be able to understand the subtlety of such an approach.
This man is a cold-blooded reptile. My brothers and sisters were no more than ants to him.
You are a very beautiful specimen. When I think of the power flowing through your veins. Come on, Afra, my dear student. Will you let these narrow-minded inquisitors decide my fate?
Yeah, it is really dark here.
Are you not also devoted to science and truth?
I am.
Both ways.
But what you have done here...
Don't tell me you're hesitating, Afra.
No. I left his ranks as a student precisely because he had gone too far. I was convinced there were other ways to find cures and torture innocent people.
You disappoint me, Afra. I had hoped that your departure was no more than a moment of weakness. I guess I wasted my time on you.
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close and you will answer for everything you have done.
You think so? Guards, capture these people!
Found it, Dara.
Like we're gonna get our wish.
I'm wounded. I need.
Stay down. Psychopath, yeah.
Stop!
Nazi.
Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
I'm gonna kill him. Like, he was torturing and experimenting on live people, dissecting them, maybe vivisecting them. Ugh, God, it's one of those things that every time I hear the word vivisect, it brings that image up. Someone being dissected alive. Ugh. If I stop him, he's gonna end up getting away somehow. No, I'm gonna kill him. Screw it. Afra's gonna hate us, but you know what?
Even now
Sorry.
you remain arrogant. You do not deserve pity.
Miserable simpletons! This is science you are murdering!
Oh, she didn't have a negative. That's not typical. Golden ammo. Golden ammo. That's what we need. We need a golden gun. We need a golden gun and we need a license to kill. Okay, we already have the second one, pretty much. Good choice, yeah. Letter. Ooh, a blunderbuss. Dr. Asili from another doctor. Vial of dark powder. Discovered Dr. Asili's chest. This powder must be important to his experiments. If we had it analyzed, we could discover its exact nature. Blunderbuss. It takes 5. Oh, look how much stun it. Oh, it's an elemental. And look how much stun it has. Crazy. The rifle seems so strong. 355 damage plus 326 elemental. 660% stun. Takes 5 accuracy. Man. Tyranny, you get to embrace your dark side. How long is that game? I've had it on my wish list forever. I don't know how long a playthrough usually is, so. I did a good job of having the young governor of New Serene and his cousin take the potion you sent me. I was very cautious as ordered. No one else touched it. However, I must admit that I found your request slightly unusual and dangerous. We are allies of the congregation. I am afraid they may not approve our implication and what could be perceived as a poisoning. Ooh. I hope that in the future you will perform this kind of mission by yourself rather than risking the lives of your colleagues. Now that is something I didn't think about. Constantine was actually given the Malachor by these people in the Bridge Alliance. I thought he just got it like the rest of the people, right? And it didn't start impacting him until after the trip, but apparently he was poisoned. Rob's the way to go. God, they seem so strong.
I can't believe it. Constantine's Malachor was caused by a silly. The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why?
Cog. So hey, finally something else that was kind of shocking. Find a way to leave the laboratory without going to Hikmet's. All right. Nothing else in here, right? I don't see anything else glowing. Well, should I go back down? I think I'm gonna go back down. There was a way out through the cave system down there. Let's see. Well, it looks like we're gonna have at least one more night of this game. Those of you that are enjoying it, glad you're enjoying it. Those of you that are hating it and telling me, God, I wish this game would hurry up and end. I'm sick of watching you play this. I'm sorry. It's gonna be at least one more night. Whoops.
Watch out! Grenade!
Close to
I'm wounded! I need help!
I tried to switch over to my one-hander and it didn't go. Just died there.
close to
It's about 40 hours.
It's perfect.
That's what I was
We just
thinking.
have to clear
I mean,
the
I have nothing to base it on, but like I said, if the game usually ends, yeah. And again, actually, I thought about that after the stream last night. I'm sure you probably didn't think anything much about it, but when I ended up getting the God of War, don't tell me the level at the end of the game thing mixed up with this one, but yeah, I didn't mind knowing this one. There's that device. But anyway, if the game usually ends between 30 and 40, we're on the I might have a little bit
The
more
mechanism
than I
doesn't work. I need to take a closer look.
Wait, we have the new cog. Yeah, there we go. Move, ladies.
Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way.
When I looked at the how long to beat thing when we first started playing it, only one person had recorded anything on it, on that website. So for all I knew, it could have been 80. It'd be a month of streams. Now we know. You know, one-handed sword with 0 slots? Yeah, I know. That's annoying to me too. That's the problem with, we got that big two-handed sword earlier. That's where you looked. We got that big two-handed sword earlier. No slots on it. Less damage than my other items. Same thing with that sickle. Sickle was, had really high damage, but no sockets. Looks like the unique should be stronger.
I'm wounded! I need healing!
Oh no, I'm killing bats. He's the bat guy. That's where you looked. Yeah, when I went on there, I mean, it was the night of the game release. I know some people got it early. And the average was like 36 hours or something. Sod, welcome back. Thank you for the host, Sod. Can't climb that. Wait, unless it's only 1 vigor. We actually do practice. We do have 1 vigor now. More bats. They're all looking this way.
Watch out! Grenade!
Dude, son. We don't have a 720.
I need healing!
Thank you for the host, son. Were you streaming just now, or did you host me from offline? Got the old website. Oh, okay. Yeah, the 720 thing isn't a command anymore, because now we're switched over to 1080 for good. I always wonder how many people actually look at the stream website. Nah, it's this for the night. Gotcha. What were you up to? Gotcha. Ghost Recon. Hit me up when you get to 1440. Supposedly, according to some things that I was reading and some stuff from Twitch, it looks like they might be thinking about allowing up to 1440. But the problem with that is, like, well, I mean, there's a lot of problems with it. But the main problem is they, even for partners, so if you're not a partner, your bitrate cap is 6,000. For partners my size, our bitrate cap is 8,000, and 8,000 isn't actually all that super great for 1080p 60 frames on, you know, action-packed screen-moving games like first-person shooters. So if they do end up offering or allowing 1440, they're gonna have to up the bitrate like crazy, like a huge amount.
Watch out! Grenade!
I have no needs or wants to stream in 1440 if they allowed it anyway right now.
Close to his
Yeah, like 10 to 12,000
wounded. I need
would be
healing.
better for 1080 than the 8K that I'm having to do. If I'm playing a game without a lot of movement, like a dungeon or card game or something, the 8,000 bit rate is completely fine.
Close to his Rifnestiri.
But you will come, yeah. It's inevitable. Eventually, I'm sure like 4K will be the norm. Down the road, don't know how long from now. Tons of people have 4K TVs now, obviously, but 4K monitors aren't as common. Finish that. Think you need to start Greedfall. Do you know which class you're gonna start out with, as far as like magic, warrior, or technical? Data caps. Luckily, I don't have any on my ISP anymore. God, so glad we have this fiber stuff now. 1 gig up, 1 gig down. No bandwidth limit.
There you are. You're free.
You
Research
have
it all.
saved
What
our
do you usually go
lives.
on games?
How can we thank you?
We will never forget what you have done for us on Almanawi.
Yes, we will always be
I
grateful.
was selling them,
We're not
Scrappy.
very
I've started
far
breaking
from
them
the
down
Hickman
more.
outpost. You'll have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being
But
seen.
it seems like you're never really
As for you, you should take
Limited
refuge
by,
in Big Shardia. You will be safe there, but you should avoid the
materials
Alliance
anyway, right?
patrols.
We'll get there.
like if you need
Quite
the
well
pure
himself.
iron, you can just buy it from the vendor, and it's not very expensive. And then if they only have like 5 at a time, but then if the vendors are out of, if you need more than 5 pure iron, the vendors are out, you can just literally go camp for a little while, go rest, and then it'll restock, and then you can just get 5 more. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like breaking things down is all that too important. The main reason I started breaking stuff down is like when I'm away and we start getting weighed down. Breaking like a sword down into its raw parts removes some of the weight. Down here. Where are you at, Sod? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, we had Comcast forever, and then I had we had a bandwidth limit on Comcast, and for every like 100 gigs over the limit, streaming eats it up quick. Every 100 gigs, I think, over the limit, they would charge us $10 extra. And then fiber came to our neighborhood, 1 gig up, 1 gig down for $30 less, no bandwidth caps or anything. And I called Comcast and I was letting them know I was switching over, and they were like, "Why are you doing this?" And I told them why, and they're like, "Well, what if we up your speed?" It's like, up my speed to how much? To 100. I was like, that's still 10% of what I'm getting from these other people for cheaper. And also the bandwidth limit. What if we see what we can do about the bandwidth limit and add, 100 gigs onto that? No, like, what? Super glad they put fiber in here. West Texas. Def breakdown. For that exact reason, yeah, I do the exact same thing, Scrappy.
Your Excellency.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean,
And to what
I know
do
the
I owe
agents
this honor?
are reading scripts, right? I used to manage a call center for Comcast, and I know the agents are reading a script. They have to do these things, but I'm just thinking to myself, there's no friggin' way I would switch. It's like, well, what if we give you only 90% less than them and charge you only $20 more? Would you stay with us then? Oh, what? Yeah, for sure. Cautious is bad, yeah.
I've been to Asili's laboratory, and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
Yeah.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There are also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Alas, I was forced to end his life. He gave me no choice. That said, you will find ample proof
Gave
of
us
his
no
madness.
choice. He literally asked us.
You need only send a few men.
Perhaps I shall. But it should have been my role and that of his fellow savants to judge him. He was one of our most brilliant minds, and you have slain him like a beast. What proof do I have that this is not pure fabrication invented to weaken our position?
Before you say anything that you might regret, Excellency, I would like you to examine this.
What is it?
You should certainly
he changed his
recognize
tone really
Asili's
fast.
handwriting. He admits here to poisoning my cousin.
But
He was a
this
beast,
is
yeah, what the crap?
madness. Whatever would have motivated him?
I have no explanation to give you, Excellency. But as far as I am concerned, I have done nothing more than exact justice for my cousin. And I am certain you would agree with me that this affair would be best kept a secret. My uncle has but one son remaining. And if he were to learn that his life is in danger at the hand of the bridge...
You speak with wisdom. What terrifying business. We have lost all hope of finding a remedy, I'm afraid. But justice has been served, and perhaps now, at least, the natives will call off their attack. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
So what's crazy about that interaction, too, is he doesn't know that we had the choice. Because he said one of him, and we were like, we were forced to end his life. And then he's like, what, you beast? Like, we didn't say, oh, we had the choice, and we chose to kill him. But either way, seems like it...
I have to go.
How we wanted
Look
it.
forward to
Ended up for
seeing
the
you
best. Well,
Farewell,
aside
my
from,
lord.
you know, what led up to this points. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Greedfall. We're trying to get a foothold on YouTube, so if you could do me a huge favor and click the subscribe button right here, I'd very much appreciate it. Also, you can see the entire playlist for Greedfall up here, and YouTube thinks you might like this video from the channel as well.